because like this is definitely not for everybody. It's not gonna be for everybody. So your hair might not do this. It might not. Like I said, this is definitely a genetics thing. Hey Wonderfros, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony, and if you are new here, then welcome to my corner of the YouTube universe, and if you're old here, then hey guys, welcome back. So today, hopefully this video is going to be really short, sweet, and cute, straight to the point. Thumbs up if you like it, subscribe down below if you don't want to miss any more videos. So if you are a multi-textured natural, you'll know what I'm talking about, hopefully. If you are not a multi-textured natural, then and you only have like one curl pattern all over your head, you're not gonna get it. If you are multi-textured, it really is more about knowing the real estate on your scalp, like what texture goes where, because I know I specifically have been doing this for years, parting my hair off based on the texture. And again, this is just about knowing your hair. So this helps me avoid breakage and make sure that there's no issues when it comes to twisting my hair up. You guys know I love twist outs. I twist my hair like 98% of the time. And you guys have seen me part my hair off like this for years, but I'm just mentioning it now so that if it helps anybody else out parting their hair, and even when it comes to unraveling your hair or taking your twist down, it helps control the frizz because you're twisting up your hair and you're parting off your hair based off of your multi-texture. So in the top here, in the crown, I'm not gonna take this part out because I'll just do this part later, but in the crown area, this ain't the crown, this is the front. In the front, but specifically right here, all the way back to the crown area, and then down the middle and like in the nape, my hair is probably a 3C texture. And I don't even really like to get into hair typing like that because I don't know how beneficial it really is, to be honest. But for the purpose of this video, it is important if you're multi-textured. So that's about a 3C texture. In the back quadrants, like here and like back here, it's like a 4A texture. And on the sides of my hair right here, like right next door to the 3C, is the 4B. And you guys know my hair is slightly different, porosity slightly, but they also shrink up slightly differently based off the texture as well. So I'm deep conditioning now. I'm getting ready to deep condition. My hair is freshly shampooed, but I'm gonna just show you how I part off my hair based off of the texture. It's not rocket science, okay? And I use my fingers to part. And my parting at this point has, you know, kind of been like pre-established. Definitely switch up your parts throughout your hair journey. Don't just have one parting method because, you know, that can lead to breakage in different areas. But this is the, I don't know, what is this? The 4A situation with like a little bit of the 3C in the back with the nape because it's so loose. But I part this off here, then I just apply my product, making sure that I definitely get every strand. I'm using the Adroit Beauty Biomint Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. You guys know, love this stuff. And I just detangle this section very carefully. And you guys can see this is the texture back here. This is what she looking like in the back. And I just twist that up, real simple. Real easy. Now I'm splitting my hair off in the back like this. Again, just using my fingers. Applying the product, and this is probably a mix of the 3C part of the crown and then the 4A in the back quadrant. And I'm doing this like with the deep conditioner. If I'm actually parting my hair to twist, I part it off differently and I use much smaller sections so I can group them like I want. As you guys can see, it's a slightly looser pattern than the previous section. I do have a C and S curl mix going on, so they won't always be like spirally, like loopy. Sometimes they, you know, do the S thing. I'll do the 4A texture and the 3C texture together because I know they mix well when I go to twist my hair up. But this is also, like I said, an entire different parted off section here. And now we're onto the front. I don't know if you guys can tell currently, without any product what this is looking like. But I split my hair off this way. This hair right here behaves differently than the hair y'all saw me twist up, and differently than the hair that's like right next door to it, okay? And as you can see here, hopefully, this hair in this section behaves differently and looks differently than the hair in the other two sections that I just showed you guys. It's a much tighter curl. It's a much tighter curl pattern. And so that's why I section it off this way, because it detangles easier when you group hairs that are the same together. Now I can do this because I know that on the sides of my hair right here is where this curl pattern is. But if you are a multi-textured natural and there aren't, you know, designated neighborhoods for certain curl patterns, if it's like different curl patterns evenly distributed all over your scalp, this obviously is not going to work for you. But like I said, slightly different porosities, slightly different shrinkage levels, that's going to make a difference when you start to style your hair. But treating the hair that is the same and treating the hair that is different will go far. So now we're on to the top. This is the crown, part of the crown, and the front, which is the loosest parts of my hair. More product. For the most part, I know people who have textured hair don't just have one texture, but there might be those people out there, okay? If you're one of those people, then this ain't gonna work for you. This ain't nothing, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna know what I'm talking about. Split this off here, and as you can see here, this is different. This is different than the kinky section on the side. So it's basically just about recognizing what curl patterns go where, okay? And grouping them together so that it helps your style come out more uniform. One of the reasons I love twist out so much is because it makes all my textures uniform. Now I would not take a piece from this section and twist it up with the kinky part that is right up underneath it. I wouldn't do that because it's gonna shrink up differently, and when I unravel, it's gonna cause frizz. And I've done it enough to know that this part of my hair, the looser section, does not need as much definition as the kinkier section. So I'm not gonna make one chunky twist out and put those two together. I'm not gonna do that. Then this bottom section would be overstretched because it doesn't have as much of a defining factor as like the crown part of my hair. So I twist based off of the texture, and it's just me and my head of hair because I know where the textures are. But if you're multi-textured and you can't, you know, section it off like this because your multi-textures are all over the place, then, you know, this just isn't gonna work for you. But for me, it's been a game changer. And you guys have seen my videos. Like, you probably have watched me do this for years, but I'm just letting you guys know the method behind my madness, because it's not just me parting my hair off a certain way for the hell of it. You know what I mean? And this is definitely a genetics thing because I know my mom's hair does this as well. So I know that's where I got her from, and that's why these sections are like this. It works to my advantage though, because whenever I part my hair to the side, it's like right where I want it to be. So the kinky section starts right where my part is. And I know if there's ever any frizz on one side or the other, it's where I put the part, and it's not equal. Like the kinky section, the kinky hair isn't with the other kinky hairs, and the curly hair isn't with the other curly hairs. You can't sit with us. You know what I mean? So your hair might not do this. It might not. Like I said, this is definitely a genetics thing. But if your hair is sectioned off like this, it might help you do your twists or your styles or whatever a little bit better and like control more frizz. Because I know when I first started off, I was like, these hairs are right next door to each other, but they're so different. And it's like, yeah, well, keep them separate. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm about to do the other half of my head, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And yeah, let me know if you guys do this, if your hair is sectioned off like this, genetically speaking, if your scalp has certain real estate in certain areas, because like this is definitely not for everybody. It's not gonna be for everybody, but if it was for you and you did enjoy it, then thumbs up if you like this type of content. Remember to let your spirit, soul, and hair stay lifted like an Afro puff, and subscribe down below to my world so you don't miss any more videos from me. And if you do, then I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.